What's going on, everybody? What is going on? It is Saturday, May 4th. May 4th. Let me just tell you, it is May 4th. And when I said that, it was at the 5-minute and 4-second mark. Yes, y'all, today is a very special day. To all the Star Wars fans out there, we know that this is quote unquote International Star Wars Day, but I'm here to tell you, before there was an International Star Wars Day, there was something else that happened on this day, 35 years ago. At 7:55 p.m. on May 4th, 1989, at the Washington, D.C. Hospital for Women, the person that is talking to you behind this microphone right now came into this world. Yes, sir. Today is my birthday. And usually I do not stream or post any content on my birthday. That's something that I usually just decide to have be a day off. But I figured let me go ahead and do it, especially since I'm just coming off of being on a week-long vacation. I don't need to take another lengthy, like another day off for a little while. So I said, you know what, let me just go ahead and go live today on my birthday, especially since I never go live on my birthday. I don't really post videos either. Like, I haven't done it last year, in the last few years, pretty much ever. But I said, let me go ahead and do it today. But I'm glad to be here. This is, like I said, like it says in the title, 35th trip around the sun. I'm glad that I'm still here, still in good health, still able to come on here and do these commentaries and these videos for y'all, still able to continue to live life and all of that good stuff. But if you haven't done so already, please be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. Shout out to all of my people over on Patreon. I believe y'all got a new video coming tomorrow. I was going to say today, but it's tomorrow. Shout out to all of the members. I see I just got a new member. Just shout out to everybody who sends me stories and all of that good stuff. I'm gonna drop the link a little bit early, and like we almost gonna treat this like it's I guess you could say like a Freestyle Friday type of deal, especially since y'all haven't had a Freestyle Friday in the last couple of months. I didn't have one in March because I had a family emergency, and then didn't have one last month because I went on vacation. But before we go ahead and get into all of that good stuff, let me acknowledge the people who are here so far in the chat. Shout out to Kara Kala. I hope I pronounced your name correctly. Severus for becoming a member of the channel. I appreciate it. Shout out to FBA Chuck D, Jesse Paris, Hacksign KT, DSB. Shout out to you for being a member for 15 months. He says, keep up the great work, my warrior brother. I appreciate it. Also, we got another new member, Karen Dorsey. Shout out to you for becoming a member of the channel as well. We got Jerry Bedford, Anita Harrell, Sinister Tar Heel, Cyberdyne 100. And also shout out to you, Cyberdyne, because I just got your Cash App. I appreciate that. Reparations and Nations, Robert Brown, Volvo to Love, Lana L, SD Johnson 857, What It Is, Royal Me, Denise Scales, Fire Bat, CGI Kid Productions, Afro Elite, Val Williams, George Montgomery. Shout out to Jerry Bedford for the 50. I greatly appreciate that as well. We also have Tildall 12. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn for the 5. He says, happy 35th birthday, Torian. Enjoy your day and many more to come. I appreciate it. We got Malka Yisrael, Lala Papa, Mansa Musa 93. Lala Papa says, well, held up historian 35. I always thought he was 19 or 24. Well, once upon a time I was. Once upon a time. But thank you for the compliment. Don P. Ben Yehuda, Nanook 55, August Dreams, Chaos Rain, L the Most High, SD Johnson, shout out to you for the 5. I appreciate it. Jacoby, PD That Remains, Mike Mellis, John, Trini Girl to the Bone, Bills Fan 1970, Tawana, and the Geek Surgeon, shout out to you for the 5 as well, and Black to Black as well. So I'm dropping the link early, so there's the link right there. Like I said, we just gonna treat this as like a regular kickback stream. And it's crazy because 10 years ago, when I had turned 25, I went skydiving. A lot of y'all don't know that. But on my 25th birthday back in 2014, I went skydiving. I went to Ocean City, and I jumped out of an airplane. As y'all can clearly tell, I'm still okay because I'm still here talking to y'all right now. Shout out to August Dreams for the 5. It's a happy birthday. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, for my 25th birthday, I went skydiving. I did a 12,000 foot jump. Not by myself, definitely not. I had the instructor attached to me, and that was a very freeing thing. And of course, last week I went to the Bahamas, that was my first time going out of the establishment, going overseas, literally overseas on a boat, on a ship. So that was a great thing. So today I just pretty much chilled. It was just a really laid back, chill day for me. I didn't really do anything spectacular or anything, that big or anything like that. Shout out to Tawana for sending me, literally cash apping me $35. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But I'm glad everybody's. I know it's probably not going to be probably not that many people in the chat right now. I initially wanted to do this as a midday stream, but I went out earlier, so I wasn't able to do it at 12 like I had initially wanted or planned to do. So that's why I'm doing it at this time. And it actually worked perfectly because, like I said, I was born at 7:55 p.m. on this day. So now I'm officially 35, even though I was celebrating the whole day. It's just crazy how time really flies when you really put that into perspective. You know, it's like how I'm mentioning what I did 10 years ago when I turned 25, and that was in 2014. And now here we are, fast forwarded to 2024, and here I am, and now officially in my mid 30s. It's crazy when you put that into perspective. But if anybody would like to come up, I just put the link right there in the chat. Oh, Trini, the girl to the bone, she says, I was born at 1:48 a.m. on May 5th. So your birthday's tomorrow. Well, happy early birthday to you. And shout out to all of my Tauruses. Shout out to all of them. Whether you were born in April or May, even though I'm going to be a little bit biased to my May Tauruses, but it is what it is. But shout out to all of the Tauruses that are or were born at any point in time. Shout out to Val. She said for the 5, she says, happy birthday. I'm sorry I don't have more to give you. I hope you're having an amazing day. Well, that's no problem. Listen, I'm not greedy over here. It didn't even matter if you donated or not. You just being here in the chat was good enough for me. But I appreciate it. And also shout out to Denise for the 20. She said, happy birthday, Torian. Black to Blacks at Taurus game May 2nd. Oh, your birthday was 2 days ago. Well, happy belated birthday to you. Again, shout out to all of the Tauruses that are here in the chat so far. And shout out to the ones that are going to catch the playback. Okay, so I got the first person. Oh, Carla. Of course, the Troublemint twins are here. Shout out to y'all. She says, happy birthday, Torian. Thank you. I appreciate it. PD Remains, he says, your birthday's on the 6th. That's crazy. So we got a 4th, a 5th, and a 6th. Do we have any 7s in the chat? Do we have anybody in the chat that was born May 7th? To see if we can keep this thing going. But we got our first person up here. What's going on?
Happy birthday to you, Tanya. Just wanted to say that.
Appreciate it.
In particular, okay. I wanted to talk about one of your broadcasts in particular.
Mm-hmm.
Particularly the one with Megyn Kelly. Because I had some things that I wanted to get out about her.
Wait, did you call in about that Megyn Kelly stream before?
No, I didn't. Wait.
I think you did. I think I remember you calling in about Megyn Kelly. And I think that was probably like the first time you called in.
Mm-hmm. I just had some more things I wanted to say about her.
Well, keep it brief though. Keep it brief. Just give me one thing. Just say one. Just one thing.
Well, the one thing I'll say about Mrs. Megyn is that you know that she pals around with Bill Maher.
Yes, I'm not surprised.
And with the vomited things that comes out of her mouth and the things that she likes to spew out of her little mouth, I wasn't particularly happy about the things she said about Mrs. Beyonce. But part of the course, you could always expect Megyn Kelly to hate because it's what she does.
Right.
Hating is what Oh, Megan does. I mean, it's not like she has anything else to do because, like, like I'ma just take Professor Black's words when he said that she was the aged out, blonde haired, blue eyed bombshell. And that's from those are the wise words of oh Jason Black right there. Because I and I've also tuned into some of your commentary about just pearly things.
Okay, CGI.
Yep,
You said we was only going to limit it to one thing. That was the one thing.
yep.
Now you're going to now you're shifting into another person. So that's it. We got to keep moving. We got to keep going.
Yeah, that's all.
All right. Thanks for coming up. Also shout out to I'm not going to say your full name for the Cash App, but I'm going to say TA. Shout out to you for the Cash App, and also shout out to Trini Girl to the Bone. He said, happy birthday, Torian. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 20. Thank you. Yeah, everybody that's planning on coming up today, we're not trying to talk about that stuff right there. We're going to try to keep it right here on. I'll pin the link, Denise. I'll pin it so I don't have to keep posting it. All right, y'all. I already pinned the link, so I don't have to keep posting the link because I know the chat could be moving fast and people will get lost in it. But yeah, let's try to keep it on it being a celebratory thing. Any stories that we talk about, just let it be for that particular day. All right, next up, we got AW1. What's going on?
Hey, Tori, how you been?
I've been good.
Hey, you're a little older now.
I mean, it doesn't really feel any different. I mean, for me turning 34 to 35, it doesn't really feel that much of a difference, So it is, it is what it is. I always say that you really start to feel, I guess you can say, a shift when you hit the 30-year age mark, when you hit the 30s. And then I said every 10 years now becomes almost like a milestone. So, of course, 40, then 50. Now, when you hit 50, then that's when you at that half century mark. And it's like, wow, okay. It's just crazy how things actually work. But I'm just blessed to, make it to this age because, unfortunately, there are not a lot of people that don't make it to this age. As a matter of fact, I had just saw a story that someone had posted into my Discord today. No, it wasn't my Discord or someone else's Discord. It might have been someone else's, where they said there was this former basketball player who used to play for the Lakers. They said he passed away and he was only 33.
Oh, Darius Morris. Yeah, I know who he was. Yeah, he was on the Clippers. He was on the Clippers for 10. I heard about it back in the day. He's around our age. Yeah, I mean, I was excited for him. I remember being happy for him. An LA guy playing for the Lakers. Being from LA, that's the team you root for. Of course, he was the enemy because I'm a Clipper fan. But still, yeah, when I saw it, I was like, oh, wow. That's why you can't take life for granted, man.
Exactly.
But I will say this, I'm going to land my plane. But yeah, man, congratulations on your new partnership. I'm happy. I like to see brothers like you winning. And just keep doing what you're doing with your YouTube video, man. Stay true to you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Shout out to AW1. Before I bring up the next person, let me shout out DSB. But a 5, he said, happy birthday. I appreciate it. Carla said, today is my niece's birthday too. Well, happy birthday to your niece. And she said she's exactly 1 year older than me. Okay, cool. So we was both coming into the world on the same day, but just in 2 different years. She came in 88. I came in 89. Well, shout out and happy birthday to your niece. And also shout out again to DSB. He said, you little youngster like baby boy. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. I really do. All right, next up we got Miss Nisi. What's going on?
Happy birthday, Torian, and many more.
Thank you.
Yes, this is a celebration of you.
Appreciate it.
And not just on your birthday. We need to celebrate each other every day.
Right. That's exactly why we had last month. We were just coming off a new Black Media Appreciation Month. Whenever there's you have Professor Black Truth. He always does his annual celebrations of our Black scholars. A lot of them fall into the month of January. He does it every year. It's pretty much an annual thing for him. And for those of y'all who are unaware, Malcolm X is a Taurus. He was born on May 19th. So he's right at the end, like right before the Gemini kicks in. So, I always make sure to acknowledge him because we know they ain't gonna give him a day on the calendar. Not that he needs one, but
No, it
we going
don't.
we going to acknowledge it over here. Just like when Micah Johnson birthday comes up, I always say Happy Micah Johnson Day. Same thing with Gavin Long. The same with Christopher Dorner and all of them. I acknowledge all of them. I said we know they're not going to give them a day, so we'll give them a day and we'll celebrate them as we see fit.
Exactly, because we don't need permission.
Exactly.
All right, baby, I'm going to drop off. You be blessed. I will always support you because you do the damn thing. Be
I
blessed,
appreciate it.
baby.
Appreciate it. Shout out to Miss Nisi. Trini girl, it says your device is not connected. I don't know, maybe if it's, I don't know if it's a mic not on or whatever the case is, but when you get that connected, then you will be able to come up. Daughter of the Most High says, hope your 35th birthday is the best one yet. Peace and blessings. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, now you got it fixed. What's going on?
Hey, Torian, happy birthday.
Thank you. And happy early birthday to you.
Yeah, I took Friday off and I'm off on Monday. I'm taking the whole weekend to myself.
Well, that sounds to me like you about to have a good time.
Yeah, I've been having a good time, man. I'm sitting here having my drink and I'm feeling pretty good.
Hey, that's what
You're so young. You're so young. I'm gonna be 54 tomorrow.
Nice. And see,
wow.
I was just talking about people with their age and their milestones, and you've been in that milestone for 4 years now.
Yeah. And I came to America. I migrated to America in 1995.
Okay.
Never looked back. And I've been an American citizen ever since. And I appreciate what you do. We love you and keep doing the good work that you've been doing, you and Lisa and all of Black Media. We appreciate you, Torian.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for giving us. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'll land my plane.
All right. Have a good one.
All right.
Shout out to Trini girl, and again, happy early birthday to her. She said her birthday is tomorrow. She said she was born at 1:48 a.m. on May 5th. She almost got in with me on the same day, but it is what it is. I mean, and here's the crazy part, y'all. Fun fact about me as far as the birth goes. I was born 3 days early. I was supposed to be born May 7th. Now, here's the crazy story about this. And I actually found out about this story. I found out about when my mother had her 40th birthday party back in 99. So she, of course, was supposed to have me May 7th. So she's like at that any day moment now that she's almost at her due date. On May 3rd, my dad took her to Red Lobster. And she basically pigged out. She had one of the greatest cravings that she could ever have. I always ask the stories about, did you have like morning sickness, or did you have like what kind of wild cravings did you have and whatnot? And she said she really didn't have many like that until that day on May 3rd. She, for some reason, these wild, crazy cravings kicked in, and I guess I was probably acting up in the womb, and that's probably what forced her to do it. She was saying that she was eating stuff. She was eating stuff that she can't even eat now. And I guess it triggered something. And the next day, while she was at home and my dad was at work, she was at home cleaning. And she said all of a sudden her water just broke. It was in the morning. And then, a friend of hers, a friend of the family that we're still cool with today, picked her up, took her to the hospital. My uncle, my dad's youngest brother, went to work, picked him up, And then they called my grandmother, who was my mom's adopted mother, who's unfortunately she's no longer with us. She took a train. No, she took the Amtrak or the Greyhound, one of the two, got on that train or bus from South Carolina all the way up here. And after several hours of being in labor at 7:55, I officially was born. The Most High says that she eats shellfish. She probably did. I will believe she probably did. I believe because my mother, she used to eat like crab legs and shrimp, all kinds of different seafood. Well, not every seafood, but I know shrimp and crab legs was like when she did eat seafood, that was her go-to. So she probably did eat a shellfish of some type. So yeah, that's pretty much a little fun fact. I came 3 days early. I was supposed to be born May 7th, but I'm fine being born on May 4th. I'm fine. It has a nice little ring to it, you know? Shout out to Sabadon again for the $9.99. He says you was letting the world know that you are here. Yes, I made my grand entrance 3 days early. I sure did. And I always make fun of my own baby picture when I be looking at it. I'd be like, why do I look like a Mexican? I'd be looking at my baby picture and I'd be like, why do I look like a baby, like a Mexican? Like I was all light. It had the red lips and my head, my eyebrows and hair was so long that they were starting to connect to each other. They looked like they was uniformed as one and not separate. Yeah, you said if your mom ate the shellfish, that could have been the cause of the early birth. Yeah, so that's probably that. I'm sure that's probably what triggered it because she never had, like, she never really ate, and she never told me that she ate any type of shellfish when she was pregnant. And that was up at least up until that point. So you're right. That probably is what triggered it. Now, here's the crazy part about that. I grew up not even liking seafood. That's the crazy part. I didn't like any type of seafood. I didn't like no crab legs. I didn't like shrimp. None of that. So it's like that. It's like it was a barrier there until one day when I was young. I can't remember what age it was. It might have been in the early 2000s or maybe the late 90s. I finally tried fried shrimp. And I like fried shrimp, but I still couldn't bring myself to try or like steamed shrimp or any type of crab leg. Fast forward to, I don't know what year, I was probably still in my 20s. I finally broke down and got a boil. And it shocked the hell out of my parents. Like, they was like, what? You about to eat seafood and you about to eat a boil at that? It's not like you're trying to warm yourself into it. Man, I tore that boil up. It had everything. The corn, which I used to not eat. The corn, the potatoes, the crab legs, the shrimp, everything. I think I had a deluxe. Tore it up. The teacher said, happy birthday, Tony. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, I used to not eat seafood. And it wasn't because I was allergic. It's just that I just didn't like it. Like it's like, but I was like, and it's crazy because considering I grew up in Maryland, Maryland is known for their crabs. People going crab fishing, like, get the crabs out of the water and getting all those big giant Alaskan king crabs and the blue crab and all of that. Considering I grew up around it so much, and for those of y'all who are familiar with DC, there was a place called the Wharf. They still kind of call it the Wharf, but you can't really call it that anymore because it's been gentrified. Now that everything that's down there is like upscale and like these different restaurants and condos and whatnot. But back then, there used to be a place in DC called the Wharf where people would go down there and listen. It was like one big community. Anybody from the DMV would come there, get their fresh fish, get their crab, get their shrimp, and it was fresh. Like, it was fresh out of the water. Then they would clean it and put it on the ice, and then you go home and you would cook it. Oh, those were the days. But the thing is, even though I didn't eat seafood at that time, I like the smell of it. I don't know about y'all, but I like the smell of it. I don't know what it was. I just like the aroma. Carla said I'm allergic to shellfish and seafood too. Oh yeah. Well, typically, if you are like allergic to shellfish, like it's not surprising if you're allergic to seafood in its entirety. PD said, I can't eat seafood like I used to. Yeah. Well, yeah, I was a late bloomer when it came to digesting seafood. Trini said that the waterfront in Alexandria. I don't think I went to the waterfront. Now, and Val, you just spoke it up. Baltimore. Now, if you want to go to a wharf type of place, you got to go to Baltimore. So if you live like where I live, Baltimore is like 45 minutes north of me. So if you want to go and get your fresh seafood, like how they did with the wharf in DC before they gentrified it, you would go up to Baltimore and you would get it there. And there's plenty of places out there to get it. There was this restaurant called Phillips. It was like a seafood buffet type of restaurant. Man, let me tell you, if y'all are from the area, y'all heard of Phillips. If y'all were around in the area at the time, of course, back in like the early 2000s and back before they closed it. Now, they closed Phillips before they started to gentrify it. But it was like a seafood buffet type of place. And that food used to hit the spot. Pinky JYB said her birthday is on the 18th. Hey, you almost at the tail end. So, happy early birthday to you. Again, shout out to all of the Tauruses that are here in the building right now. DSB said, I found out the hard way when I first tried to eat crawfish. Tell me, DSB, did you have the effect that Will Smith did in Hitch? Did like stuff start itching and did your face kind of puff up a little bit? Did that kind of happen? Honestly, I have no clue what I'm allergic to. I'm gonna be honest with you. If there's any food out there that I'm allergic to, I don't know, because I've never nothing's has thank God has ever happened to me with any food that I eat or have tried. But thankfully, I'm not allergic to seafood or anything like that because I've come to love it. As a matter of fact, the last time I went and had some seafood, a friend of the family came and visited, and we had went to the Crafty Crab. We went to the Crafty Crab, and it's basically a seafood spot, much like Joe's Crab Shack or Hook and Reel, or basically like, if I don't know what it's like for some of y'all in y'all areas outside of where I'm at. And that's the last time I had some seafood. Michael Gilmore said his son turned 25 yesterday. Well, happy belated birthday to your son. See, we got all these, and he said he turned 25. That's crazy. So we're 10 years apart. So he was born in 99. And I was just talking about what I did for my 25th birthday back in 2014, which means he turned 15 10 years ago. That's crazy. Denise said usually break out in hives. Yeah, I've never had that. Now, I will say for me, one thing that did make me break out, and again, it wasn't a food, was back when I used to have like acne, like when I was going through that acne phase as a teenager. They always try to give you these different type of creams to lower the acne. I had tried one of those creams, and it just made me break out in even more, like you just said, like in hives. So basically, my allergic reaction was to those skin creams. Like I could not put on these skin creams, and I remember the name of it was called Tazorac. I cannot wear certain skin creams on my face because that'll make me break out because my skin is too sensitive for it. But I remember it was so bad because when I was at home, this was probably when I had to be in high school. I had to be. If you looked at my senior pictures that I took back in 2006 when they were unedited, you'll see the acne on my face. It looks bad. Thank God they used Photoshop and they was able to clear all of that up and it made my face look smooth. But if you saw the rough pictures, it was like, whoa, I went through a serious acne phase. But I think certain skin creams I cannot put on my face. Zava said my late father's birthday was last week. He would have been 80. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure y'all still find a way to celebrate, your dad. I mean, to turn, if he would have turned 80, that's crazy. I don't know at what age he passed, but I'm sure he lived a fulfilling life. Jay the Informant, that's another one. Proactive didn't work for me either. Y'all remember them Proactive commercials? They used to promote the heck out of those Proactive commercials, and they used to pull in all kinds of celebrities. The one that I used to see the most was Alicia Keys. They used to stay having Alicia Keys on the Proactive commercials. I tried to use Proactive, but it was not for me at all. I tried it. My parents let me try it, you know, based on the advertising. Yes, I fell for the advertising, but it is what it is. So I said, let me go and see if it works for me. It didn't work for me. Elle said you were allergic to the chemicals in the skin cream. Yeah, that's what it was. It was the chemicals in it that made me like break out even more. So yeah, I didn't. So I had to just, you know, weather that storm and let the acne go away on its own. Of course, drink more water because, you know, they say, you know, hydrate your body and it'll make it go away. So I did it the natural way. And literally, it was only something I went through maybe for a couple of months. By the time I came back in my senior year for high school, which was like the 06, 07 area, my acne pretty much had cleared up. And now, you know, my skin is pretty much clear now. PD, that remains. You know what? My dad said the same thing. My dad said the same thing, that Proactive was most likely made for PC individuals because, yes, while Alicia Keys is, you know, quote unquote mixed, or as I'm gonna start calling them, a hybrid, she can still get away with that. She could still get away with it. DSB says, don't none of them folks stuff work without side effects. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Or at the very least, I'll say this. If you have a certain skin tone, because if you notice, when they had those Proactive commercials, you didn't really see a lot of dark-skinned people advertising those. If they did have black people up there, they were more lighter skin. I don't know if anyone peeped that, because I don't remember seeing Proactive commercials back in the day that had people with like my complexion on them. They were either, if they were black, they were more light in skin tone, like Val said, like Vanessa Williams, or you had someone like Alicia Keys, but then they would go lighter and lighter to the point where now you're going into the people who are white. So yeah. So we just, like I said, we just had to weather the storm when we went to that acne phase. Shout out to all of those who did not have to go through it, because you were like an anomaly. Because I think for the most part, as a teenager, many of us probably went through that phase. I know I did, and I hated it. I hated it. Jay the Informer says laying off the sugar helps too. Laying off the sugar helps out a lot for a lot of different things. And consuming as much water as possible. I got my water bottle with me everywhere I go. It's not just a thing of me carrying it with me to the gym or anything like that. I have it with me everywhere I go. Well, El the Most High, consider yourself extremely lucky that you never had to go through it, because it's not a comfortable feeling. Like, especially when you're a teenager and you're going through those changes in your body. And then sometimes it could be a self-conscious thing, like waking up in the morning, hoping that you have like clear skin and whatnot. And then you look in the mirror and it's like, why does my face look like this? But that was just the phase that I had to go through. And I had to go through it. At least I knew I wasn't alone with that. So, but you know what? I'm glad that I was black and dealt with the acne rather than PC and dealt with the acne. Now, we've seen what PC looks like when they deal with acne. It's like, do you have acne or do you have chickenpox? Shani said, will I be at the rally for reparations in DC? Oh, definitely. I will definitely be there. I was at the last one. I will most definitely be there. Listen, it's nothing for me to get on the train and go right down to Freedom Plaza. Like, all I got to do is hop on that green line, get off at where would I get off? Gallery, I think Gallery, and then take I want to say the blue line. It's one of those, I got to figure it out. I haven't been on the train and it's been a while. And then get off at Freedom Plaza, and when I get off and come up the escalator, walk to the left, and then Freedom Plaza is right there. It was nothing for me to go there, but I will definitely be at the rally for reparations in June. And shout out to Afro, because I don't know if Afro's still in the chat or not. He was in here earlier, but shout out to Afro because he's going to be one of the speakers at the rally for reparations. Him and Black Alpha are both going to be speakers at the rally. Now, unfortunately, I will not be able to go to the microphone check screening because the microphone check screening was going to be on May 23rd of this month. I had already brought my ticket back when the tickets for DC had dropped back in like March. I had paid for it and everything, but I unfortunately won't be able to attend because that day is the day of the screening for that is the same day as my cousin's graduation. My cousin is graduating from high school and her high school is in North Carolina. And on top of that, even if it was here where I'm at, I still wouldn't be able to go because her graduation is in the evening around the same time as the screening. So even if it was here, I still wouldn't be able to go. So I'm saying that now, but of course, I'll probably mention it later because my intention, of course, was I was going to go to the screening. And then the following week, I was going to try to get a panel together of people who went to the screening so we can come on here and like discuss the film and our experience going to watching and everything like that. And I was really looking forward to it, but family does come first. Sometimes I hate that high school graduations are so late. Sometimes I hate it, and then I forget that my high school graduation was at the end of May, back in 2007. Keith Evans said, "Happy birthday, Torian. Appreciate it." August said, "Congratulations to your cousin," and so does Zavia. Thank you. I'm sure I appreciate it. I'm glad that they're graduating. It's crazy how time flies because when I first met them, they were still in elementary school. And it's crazy because it's like I saw them in phases. Because it's like I saw them when they were in elementary school, then I saw them again when they was in middle school, then again when they was in high school. Now they're about to graduate. Elder Most High says, where's the screening going to be? Hold on. Let me look that up. Well, for the one in DC, it's going to be at the Miracle Theater on 8th Street in Southeast. That's where it's going to be at. The one in DC. But if you go to microphonecheck.com or just type in microphone check screening, all of the locations where the screenings are going to be at is on the website. Appreciate it, Carla. DSB said, my nephew just graduated college. Well, congratulations to your cousin. What school did they go to? Because I know there was some college graduations that are going on this week because, this is around that time. And, of course, there's going to be a lot of them next week because a lot of them like to have them during Mother's Day weekend. My alma mater, I was actually shocked. They had their graduation yesterday. I'm like, they had their graduation on a Friday? I said, that's kind of odd, but okay. They had it on a Friday. I know Howard's graduation is next week. Howard's graduation is actually going to be held at my job, but I won't be working it. I've worked my share of graduations. It can be hectic. It's hectic in the beginning when the guests are coming in, but once they're seated, then everything is smooth. David, you just graduated from college. David, you're saying are you saying you just graduated from college? If so, congratulations. Oh, we got someone. I already know who this is. I already know who this is. What's up, KG? Yeah, KG, if you can't hear me, just know your mic is muted. Okay.
How you forget the rest of us 34 years, Tori? But before we start, would you like to sign a petition for Swanson? That's Tucker Carlson's. That's his birthright. They're doing something called Broths of Color.
Wow.
Right? They have that initiative because all our broths, they're yellow, brown, and somewhat orange. And we're coming out with a white broth. It's flavorless, but we want it to be included. Will you sign that petition? I already know the answer, but can you verbalize it?
What's the question again?
Would you like to sign a petition to include a white broth in our broths of color?
Listen, it's enough white on the packaging.
That is true, and we're looking to change that. I think, for Juneteenth, I think we're going to make it red, white, and blue.
You know what's so crazy when you said that?
What's that?
I wouldn't be in the least bit surprised if they tried to get in on that. I mean, they have ever since they federalized it.
Facts. But anyway, enough with the jokes. Hey, welcome, brother. You're on the other side of 30. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm literally sitting. I'm now officially sitting on the fence. Next year, I'll be over it.
Oh, I know. Hey, you know what you got to do, right? You know the first thing you got to do when you get off the live, right?
What's that?
You got to go in the bathroom and check for the grades.
Oh, listen, I already. I know a few have popped. Well, probably over the last couple of months that popped up in my beard.
You get there. Let's get it. but hey, this is the fun time of life. This is where your energy really picks up.
That's what I've heard.
You'll see in a couple months. You're gonna look like them dudes that look like mushrooms with the way they be carrying their arms and shit. But this is good. You got to see another year. This is good.
Yeah.
And keep up the good work. We're still trying to catch you. Stop getting subscribers so I can catch you, goddamn.
Well, I can't control that.
I know you can't. I know, but I don't say it enough. But I respect what the hell you be doing. I'm trying to get to your level, my dog.
Yeah, I see that you got a live that's coming up tonight.
Oh, we're gonna have fun. Oh, Zuby and Larry Elder got to talking. Oh, we're gonna have fun.
I can only imagine what they had to talk about.
I don't know. I'm gonna watch it fresh, just like everybody else is going fresh. I know Thomas Sowell finna come up at least twice.
Oh God.
Come on.
That video that you did that you posted up a fake earlier today, and the thing I went and clicked the link and saw where it came from. Them people over in Reddit was clowning them, and rightfully so. Mm-hmm. Like he actually thought he was saying something. Like he really thought he was saying something enlightening.
November 5th.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. No, but and tomorrow's May 5th. So, like you said, tick-tock. The time is ticking away.
Mm-hmm. Oh, by the way, were you on X today?
Just briefly when I was acknowledging that today's my birthday, and I shared the link for my video and this live, but that's about it.
All right, cool. So you didn't see your girl Grifton again?
Well, see, I have her blocked. So when you posted about it, I have to click on the thing to say so I can see what she posted. I'm like, oh God, what she posted now? And she up there in her Kentucky Derby attire.
Exactly. The Griff is real, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing about that is, some fool tried to argue with me talking about she wasn't indoctrinated.
If they say so.
You gotta love the protection they're giving this girl. You gotta love it.
Yeah, her time is almost up too.
Oh no, bro, her time is up. Bro, she putting her stuff behind paywalls now.
Oh. Well, yeah.
So, the good tweets, I should say. The good tweets. But yeah, I mean, she done out here in the streets. But enough about that. This is about your day. This is good. Are you getting the mambo sauce? Did you get it?
No, I didn't get any mambo sauce today.
How the hell are you supposed to celebrate your 35th with no mambo sauce and wings? Come on, what kind of DMV personality? What is this?
Well, it's not like it's not like it's not like I can't get any time. I mean, like I'm right here in the Haven.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You want me to call up the Uber Eats? They got grocery delivery. You want me to go get you some and some wings?
Nah, I'm good.
I get it from Giant. We'll get you a nice platter. How much you can eat in one sitting? About 30.
Wow.
I don't know. You doing the bodybuilding thing? I don't know. I don't know what your cheat meal is.
I'm actually trying to cut. I'm actually cutting down now, so it wouldn't even be nowhere near that. It shouldn't even be that, honestly.
What else y'all eat in the DMV besides wings?
I don't know how long you've been on, but I was mentioning about the seafood.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It's crab season soon, right?
Yeah.
You want me to get you some crabs?
Nah. I don't even like the whole crab, just the leg.
You want me to get you some crab legs? That'll be my birthday gift to you. I'll get you some crab legs.
Fine, I'll take the crab legs.
Say less. All right, so hit me up on DM. I'll get you some crab legs. I got paid.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Better than that deep dish Afro beat. You're welcome. Anyway, fam, y'all in the chat, enjoy your evening. Hopefully, I'll see y'all at 9:15. I'm on my way home now. And Tori, enjoy the rest of your birthday.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to KG for coming up, and of course, like you said, that he will be going live sometime this evening. So definitely check him out when he does go live. Jay said that he says legs, you mean arms? Well, the Alaskan king crab do look like some arms. I don't know how many of y'all have seen. I'm sure many of you in here probably have seen the Alaskan king crab, but them are some long legs. I'm talking about if you put the body in the middle, the legs are literally stretching from one end to the other. Put out a lot of newspaper. All right, we got the Church of Black Power up here. What's going on?
What's going on with you, brother? First and foremost, happy mother-loving birthday.
Appreciate it.
And my birthday is within the next 6 days, so
nice.
I can understand the Torianism going on here today. All right.
But you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy? A lot of people thought that when they saw my name on it, they really thought my name was Tori. And I'm like, no, that's just the username.
That's my sign, baby. Let's get it right. But I just wanted to come up and say happy birthday to you, brother. Much love and respect to everything that you do. I'm actually on my way to go have a dinner myself with someone who's taking me out for my birthday. So I wanted to just jet up and tell you happy birthday. I want you to live large on this day, okay? Because next year you're going to be on the other side of 35.
Right.
So enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Live big, all right?
I definitely will. I mean, I listen, I practically did that last week.
Yeah. I saw you on the boat with your hair all looking like you was the Caribbean Torian. I was like, okay, I see the curls. Looked like you had a great time on that trip, though, bro. I got to help you fear the water, but you made it look like I should get on the water. That's what.
Yeah, it wasn't like, trust me, it wasn't bad at all. I had an awesome time. Like, I would definitely do it again, not too soon, but maybe, sometime in the future, maybe on another boat or going to another location.
Man, were you on a carousel?
No, I was on Royal Caribbean.
Ah, okay. Yeah, like I said, after seeing you on that boat, I'm like, man, maybe I should get over this fear of mine.
It's not bad. It's not bad. And like, if you feel like you're gonna have motion sickness, just put that patch on. For me, I didn't have to do that. I was fine the entire time that I was out there. And it's crazy how fast time flies, because last week, I was, I just got back.
Mm-hmm. And when you got back, you went right back to work, bro. I thought you was going to take a day off or something.
Yeah. And it's crazy. It's crazy because, like, the day, because I was going to go back to the gym on that Monday, to like get back into the main training that I always usually do. Right. I was so tired from that trip that I woke up, turned my alarm off, and rolled back over, and then woke up, and it was like 6:30. Mind you, my training session usually starts at 5 a.m, so I'm up at like 4 and out the door before 4:30. And I didn't even realize that I had turned my alarm off. And I woke up, I was like, wait, did I turn my alarm off? That I was that tired. Like, my body was that tired.
Well, anyway, Tori, and I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. But look, man, what I want you to do this year, I want you to enjoy using those knees as much as you can. You hear me? Because trust me, on the other side, You're gonna start grunting when you get up out of your chair. Right? Trust me.
This is
But much
exactly why. Listen, this is exactly why I'm in the gym right now, to make sure that I, continue to be as active as possible. As a matter of fact, today, to kick off my day, I went to the gym. I got up around 6 something in the morning, went to the gym and did 40 minutes on the treadmill on a 7 incline with a 2.5 speed.
Oh, you better
That's
than
the
me.
long. That's the long. That's literally that's the long. That's the longest I think I've been on the treadmill in a while. Usually I would stop at like, maybe I would do a mile, and a mile on the treadmill at the speed that I do it at is probably close to 25 minutes, and I did almost double that today. Like, I was in the zone. Like, I probably did over 2 miles. So I was definitely in the zone today, and it felt good. And I think it's because it was fast cardio. I didn't have anything in my system. So it was easy.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like I felt it's not like I had or felt like anything was weighing me down.
Right. I'm gonna have to stop eating before I go to the gym. I like to go in there on a full stomach so I can work it off, but that's probably working backwards. You're right.
Yeah.
All right, brother, you take it easy, man. My Uber just got here. So you be blessed. Like I said, happy birthday again, brother. I love you. Be safe.
Appreciate it. Shout out to the Church of Black Power for coming up. Yeah, I forgot to tell y'all that. Yeah, I went to the gym this morning. I was supposed to go yesterday, but I got lazy. And I said, you know what? I'm going to push myself to get up and go today. And that is exactly what I did. I said the gym won't see me again until Monday, when I have to see my trainer and the crew that we train with. And I already know she's going to put us through the ringer. Well, Mondays, let me explain to y'all how my training split works. So I go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. On Monday, it's upper body day. So you're talking about shoulders, arms, chest, back. And let me tell you something right now. I could wear an extra large in a shirt, but because my chest develops so fast, and it's the part that I guess you could say grows a lot, my upper body grows a lot faster than my lower body, I had to go up a size in a shirt, well, depending on the type of shirt, because my chest makes it hug to me. So to have a little bit more space, I had to go up in a size. And I found that out after getting a shirt from the Bahamas. Or maybe that's just how the shirts are cut. I'm not entirely sure. So the first day is Monday. That's upper body, that's chest, back, shoulders, and arms. Tuesday, I do a every other week type of thing. On one Tuesday, I might just do core conditioning, which of course is ab work, a lot of cardio, a lot of movement, probably pushing that sled down. I hate doing the sled, but it's got to be done. We got to put the weight on the sled and push it down. It might another one I hate is the farmer's walk, but that's more for upper body day. That's more for arm strength. I hate doing those too, but it has to be done. And that's pretty much it. Now on another day, another Tuesday, depending on what Tuesday it is, like for this Tuesday, that's what's going to happen, is boxing. I actually love the boxing because you like literally, that's a full body workout right there. For those of y'all who've never done boxing before, I would highly suggest you do it. It's a lot of movement. It's definitely going to heavily work out your arms and your shoulders. It's going to work out your core. It's literally a full body workout from head to toe. And on Wednesday is, of course, the day that a lot of people love to skip, but you better not skip, leg day. That infamous leg day. So any part of the leg that workout that we do, that is on Wednesday. And that is pretty much how my 3-day workout week is as far as weightlifting goes. Now, when it comes to the other days, that's when I'm pretty much free to do what I want. And that's mainly like cardio days. Because like I said, I don't do like straight up cardio on those other days. They're all weightlifting. Shout out to DSB. He says bench presses have you looking like the Incredible Hulk in no time. L, the Most High, says boxing is much harder than it looks. It really is. But once you learn the combinations is really not that hard once you learn the combinations. Like when they say 1, I know that's a jab, and then 2 is another jab, but with the other hand, and then the 3 is a hook, and the 4 is an uppercut. But like you said, with the diet, you can do all of that, what I just said, but if your diet isn't up to par, then, it's not really worth it. And then, of course, as you get older, your metabolism definitely changes from when, like, say you were in your 20s, where it's like where it's constantly like really fast. So now it's like you got to work, double time. But yeah, if your diet is not good, or you're not watching what you're eating, then everything that you work for up until that point is going to look bad. Like, for instance, I had told my trainer, I said, I'm getting ready to go on this trip in April. I told her this back in January. I'm getting ready to go on this trip in April, and I'm trying to get down to a certain size. When I had started with her and I told her that, I was at like 221. And then by the time my trip came along, I was at like 216, 215. My goal was 210, so I didn't exactly meet my goal, but I was a lot closer than I was before. And I definitely felt a difference for sure. I can look in the mirror and see the difference. The lowest weight that I was at ever was the lowest weight I ever was at was 165. That was back when I used to work at the airport. And the reason why I know I got down to that size was because the combination of being in that gym and being at that airport, moving those bags around. So that actually helped out a lot. The heaviest I've ever been was 235. So you gotta think, the heaviest I was 235, and right now I'm sitting at around 216. Elle said boxing against an opponent, just 1 3-minute round will wear you out if you are not in the best shape. Oh yeah, definitely. It was times when boxing literally made me literally have to sit down and revitalize my life, because it was a lot. I think I posted if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all probably see some of the videos of my workouts over there. I posted some of them. I posted up on YouTube as well. It was a question. It was something I had meant to bring up to Kid Gravity while he was up here. KJ, I don't know if you can come back up, because it was one thing that I had wanted to ask you, and I had meant to ask you when you was on here. And shout out to shout out to Karen for sending me the $50 for the $50 cash app. Hold on, I never seen the background look like this. I never knew you could make your background look like that on Cash App. That I like that. That's interesting. But thank you for the Cash App. I appreciate it. Val said, what is my Instagram account? It's Torian_Rain. So it's basically Torian Rain, but it's an underscore in between the two names. Torian_Rain. I'll type it in the chat. Kid Gravity said, I'm aiming to be under 200 by July. Well, I'm sure that you can make and the best part about it with UKG is you're a chef. So you can prepare your meals. Not saying that I can't, but I'm going to tell you like this, that air fryer has become my very best friend in this process. All right, yeah, KJ, it was one thing I forgot to ask you while you was up here. I've been trying to share my my shorts videos from my phone onto YouTube for a while now, but for some reason they not coming over.
What do you mean?
For instance, if I had a video recorded on my phone, and I wanted to upload it as a short on YouTube, I'm having a problem trying to do it. I was able to do it at one time.
Are you doing it on the phone or the computer?
On the phone.
The plus button, you just push the plus button and it should say upload a short.
Yeah, because for some reason, for instance, when I if I was to go on YouTube and hit the plus button to upload the short, and I would say select more and everything like that, and then I would go to short, when I click that little button that says recent, it says no media, record a video to get started.
Oh, you might not. You know what? Did you give YouTube permission to go into your album?
That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to give it permission to access your media.
And
then everything will pop back up.
Oh, damn. See, that's them changes they be making that you don't be knowing about.
Shit. Did you see that change they did?
I must have missed it because
I think it's a glitch, but like with the lives, like for a day, it'll look like that you got full monetization, and then they'll say, "Oh, nah, it's limited." And then you go request a review.
Oh yeah. For the lives, I knew about that. Yeah, like, and they always do that with the lives. Now, what's interesting is when I had went live when I was on the boat, I didn't go through that because like that went through immediately when I put it in. It wasn't you gotta wait for them to accept it or anything like that. I think it's because of the type of, it was almost like a vloggy type live. So it's not like I was talking about what I usually talk about, but if it's something I usually talk about, then yeah, it'll do that. But yeah, I'm aware about that, and for the most part, I'll be shocked when a lot of them actually get approved.
I know,
especially considering what we be talking about.
Shit, I went in on Candace Owens and Ben Shapiro. They said, "Hey, sure, hey, take this full monetization." I was like,
right.
What?
I was as a matter of fact, for the last few months, I've been having a string of green, even if there was somewhere I had to go back and have them do a request to do it. And I think it's because now I've gotten used to knowing what to click on those buttons, to those options, that they have come up with. They said before you go next to the next step, does it have this? Does it have that? Does it have this? And I've been mindful to check that. One time I used to bypass that all the time and had all these yellows. But then when I went back, now I have like a string of green, like every single time. So I've gotten
was 18.
I don't know. Mine's probably well over 100 now. So
yeah, that damn Rob Smith. I'd have got full monetization if I'd have bleeped out the video where he was calling him that name. I would have got full monetization.
Yeah.
So
yes.
Let's see if they'll give me one tonight. Let's see if they'll give me two. I'm gonna try not to curse.
Some of them, but some of them I don't even try to actually do. Like I feel like if I know it's gonna go there, I don't even attempt it.
I still attempt it,
Yeah. Like for instance, when it comes to the True Crime Sundays, it's like, that could be, but it's like the amount of violence that's it. But I was like, but you never know. You never know.
Yeah. Did you see what the Meth Out Amanda Bynes did?
Meth Out Amanda Bynes?
Yeah, Lauren Witzke.
Oh, I'm about to say, I know you're not talking about the actual Amanda Bynes. You said Amanda Bynes. But no, what did she do now?
She basically said Black Maga, get the fuck out.
Well, she ain't talking to us, so hey.
Oh hell no.
She ain't talking to us.
She said she don't want no. She said she don't want no black, no woman, and no LGBT, and no person of color. She want a straight white male.
And I literally just yesterday posted up the video about how the GOP has now gutted their minority outreach program. And people was in the comments like, they had a minority outreach program. I said, I know, shocking, ain't it?
Right. But yeah,
that video was recorded back in March, and y'all are just now seeing it. And it happened back in March. But see, that's how low key they kept it. It wasn't unless you were like in political spaces, you will be aware of it. But if you weren't, you didn't even know that one, this even happened, or two, it even existed.
They don't, and they learning. They learn it, boy.
Oh yeah, They get in them. They said bump waiting until October or the week before the 5th or the week of the 5th. We said we getting you out right now while it's still in the first quarter.
Yeah, they said bump that. We're not waiting till the RNC. Come in.
Right. When is that, by the way? July
15th to the 18th. But I gotta talk about this Trump going to see them libertarians. Them libertarians are heated.
Wow.
Oh, this has got to be the best election cycle I've ever seen. First he said anti-white racism. He got to combat that. Now he gonna go see them libertarians.
Yep, this is going to be a very interesting cycle. A very
Oh
interesting
my
one
God.
indeed.
I love it. I love it. But yeah, but like I said, with the YouTube shorts, all you got to do is just make sure that you give them permission to access.
And where would I have to go in order to do that?
Settings. I think they should have. You should put in settings, and it should say permissions, and then you go down to YouTube, I think, and then it should say media. It either say like pictures and videos. I forgot what they call it, but it should be in there.
Okay, I'll try that.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. It was under limited access.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Because I really wanted to post that video when I was on the boat when I was watching the sunset. That was a beautiful video.
Yeah, put that up there. You'll get. I put the hashtag ASMR. They'll love that shit.
Oh yeah, because you got the sound of the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Listen, that's an easy grift.
Oh yeah, because I remember when it's interesting you said that, because the first viral short that I had was of a roller coaster that I had got on when I went to Hershey Park. I could not believe it. I'm like, this has nothing to do with what I talk about, but apparently people enjoy watching a 15-second clip of a roller coaster that I just got off of, and they really did. Like the numbers like blew me away. And the thing is, I posted it up when I was in the park, and then when I got to the hotel, it was at over 5,000 views. I was like, I just left the park.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, the one that did extremely well. Which one was that? It was something that happened last year. It was something that happened last year. Anyway, but yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out. Now we good. We good now.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go get ready for this show.
All right. Appreciate you
pray
coming.
For me. Well, pray for me.
Why's that?
So we're gonna have to sit through that. That video was 1 hour and 6 minutes long.
Pray for me. And then on top of that, you're gonna have to stop and give commentary, so you know it's gonna be longer than 1 hour and 6 minutes.
Probably 2.5.
Right, but I know you can do it though.
Yeah. All right. I'll see y'all in a few.
All right. Shout out to KG for coming up and assisting me with that. I definitely need it. Now I see all the videos. Man, listen, I didn't even know that even happened, but we good now because I really wanted to post that video up. Shoot. I might post that up maybe at 10. I can schedule it. Isn't Jason, the informant says edit that? He said edit it. Nah, if it's a live stream, you can't really edit it down like that. But that should be very interesting though. And you know what's so crazy? Y'all know how I do the weekly poll for the videos for y'all to vote in every week to put up in a particular order. I was actually shocked that y'all thought last week's video poll was difficult to vote in, because I was looking at it like, really, y'all thought that was difficult? If y'all thought, I said that to say this: if y'all thought the weekly video poll last week was hard to vote on, wait till y'all see the one I have lined up for y'all this week. Now, I'm just going to give y'all these little hints as far as what to expect in this week's video poll without telling y'all what the subject matter is, because y'all will see it on tomorrow at 8:00 a.m. It's going to have 1 triple P, 2 bed bucking examinations. Of course, the We Fought Back series episode. And man, this We Fought Back series episode is the one everyone's been waiting on. I've been waiting to get to this one too. And the commentary is going to be, another one is going to be dealing with a deletion. And the other one's going to be on this celebrity. So y'all pretty much got a taste of what is going to be in what's the poll subject's going to be tomorrow, but y'all won't know exactly who until y'all see the poll tomorrow at 8:00. But y'all pretty much got a hint. That's why I said this one's going to be very difficult to vote in. And I'm telling you right now, whenever I put those polls up, I don't look at them until 5:00. I put them up and I don't see what they are. Sometimes I forget what order they're in until I be looking in the comments, and I'm like, which one did I have it 1? Which one did I have it 2 and 5? because I'll be forgetting, because I actually put the poll up yesterday, but it's not scheduled to release until 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Ms. Nisi says, whatever you report on Torian will be there. Yeah, I'm glad, I'm glad y'all do that. But like I said, I do that because it makes me feel like y'all are involved with the selection process with these videos. And it's like, it's more interactive. It's a lot of engagement. As a matter of fact, the last video poll that I did, I saw it. Now, I think a lot of these votes came in way after the poll was closed, was sitting at 550 votes. I could not believe it. And I think a lot of those votes probably came after it was done, because when the polls were closed for the day or for that week, it was at 250. When I looked to put up the one for tomorrow and scheduled for tomorrow, it was at 550. So people were still voting in it, even though clearly the poll was already closed. I think the one that I had the most engagement on was one that was when I first started early on, and while it was still active, it was like 470 votes. I could not believe how many people were engaged with that one. Janessa said, happy birthday to you, Torian Rain, and many, many more. I appreciate it. Janessa says, today is Katherine Jackson and Jackie Jackson's birthday as well. Oh, you know what? I knew their birthdays was in May. I knew they were Tauruses, but I forgot which days. That's dope. I'm sharing a birthday with Katherine Jackson and Jackie. That's amazing. Number one, that you have a child that was born on the same day as you. That rarely happens when you have a child that you share a birthday with. That's very rare, very rare. So happy birthday to them. And speaking of Tauruses, Janet's birthday is this month too. Her birthday is on the 16th. So it's 3 Jacksons who are Tauruses. So shout out to all 3 of them. Then he says, Torian, the next time I call in, I will try not to cuss. Not promising though. Well, I'm gonna tell you like this right now, Denise. The next time I go live will be tomorrow. Because remember, I told y'all that I was going to be doing the True Crime Sunday tomorrow, because next Sunday, not tomorrow, but the following Sunday is Mother's Day. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to go live that day. I might still post a video that day, but I know I can't go live that day. So that's why I'm doing the True Crime Sunday tomorrow, which I'm going to put the live window up for that after this stream is over. And this is a story everyone has heard of, but it happened, well, a little over a decade ago. It's been, I'm trying to get my math right, maybe like 15 years, 14 years, somewhere like it's been over 10 years. I'll tell you that. So if you do call in, you may or may not cuss on that one. If you do call in, like you might probably be mellow with that one. But the way I'm trying to do it now is I'm going to try to do the midday streams instead of having them every day. I'm going to try to do them every other day, because they can become overwhelming. The reason why I did them every day like last month was because it was New Black Media Appreciation Month. So it was kind of like a test run to see how I would be able to do them. But I think I'm going to start doing them every other day. And also while I'm here too, and I'll probably say it again maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna start like kind of changing how I do the Friday stream too. Instead of doing like a whole bunch of stories all at one time, I might do it like how I did like with yesterday's stream. It'll just be, instead of it being a midday stream, it'll be still in the evening like that one. Or I may have it where Friday might be a midday stream too, and I'll still keep the Freestyle Friday at the end of the month as is at 6 p.m. on that last Friday. But that's something that's been kind of floating around in my head, especially because, again, I can get hit with so many stories. And now that makes the task even more crazier for me, because now I have to have the Patreon videos. Those are easy to sort out because I already know what type of content that is. Then I have to, the hard part is deciding, do I want to turn this into a pre-recorded video or do I want to make it a midday live stream? Usually the midday live streams are ones that has layers to it, and I don't want to do a pre-recorded video that's so lengthy when I can just do it as a live stream. Because I try to keep the pre-records at a certain length. And of course, with the live streams, we can stretch those out. But that's what I'm thinking about doing right now. Jay, what's going on?
Yo, what's going on, everybody in chat? What's going on, Torian?
I'm doing good.
Yo, man, happy birthday, man. That's what's up, man.
It.
Hey, man, I gotta send you to Mexico, man. Make you one of the passport bros.
Oh God.
Nah, man, but yeah, I'm gonna catch KG for sure, man. I was planning on watching that dumpster fire that you and KG actually did a review on because it just hit Peacock. So I already paid for Peacock. I was gonna watch it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Have fun with that, and I would highly suggest don't tell anybody publicly that you watched that.
Yeah, I was gonna watch it. I was like, man, maybe I should catch this because it's already free.
Listen, I'm glad that thing flopped because because when me and Kid Gravity had went over the trailer for that last year, that was a slow burn for us. And I'm sure everybody who watched it, that's why we did it as a pre-record rather than a live. And it's a good thing we did because Universal kept trying to block the video. I literally had to go back and edit that video like 4 times because of the trailer, and I had to constantly put a filter over it. It got to the point where y'all couldn't really see the trailer because it was a heavy filter on it. But that's fine because you weren't missing much. I mean, hearing it was already bad enough. To actually get a visual aid was even worse. But yeah, so yeah, I'm glad that movie did not do well, and so far that is the biggest flop of the year. You got to think, you spent $15 million plus on this movie. Yeah, plus, well, I would almost say, what advertising did they really do? Like, they only dropped that one trailer and that was it. I didn't really see any more advertising after that. So I don't know what they did with that advertising budget, if they did anything at all. And you got to think, you spent $15 million at base for this movie that's considered low budget, and you couldn't even make $10 million. That is pathetic. That is horrible.
Agreed, 100%. I would say because they had to get into the algorithm on YouTube and other platforms, I would say they spent at least $20 million on that, and they only made what, 1.05?
No, 2.5.
2.5, huh?
Of a $15 million budget.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 20 because they did spend a lot of money on advertisement, internet wise. So I would say about around 20 mil.
And
but it still doesn't make up.
And the person that made the movie, this was his first movie. Like, they always say your first impression should be your best one. This is not a good first impression. And I had told some people before, after this debacle, if it was up to me, you wouldn't even be directing movies over there on Tubi.
Facts. Shit, man, you be on YouTube.
I couldn't even trust you with the independent film. Like, take Ryan Coogler, for example. This man started out on the independent circuit. Like, when he did Fruitvale Station, that was considered a low budget film. It was considered more like an independent film. And now this man has directed 2 Black Panther movies, 2 Creed movies, and now he's about to do this new vampire movie with Michael B. Jordan, and I think he's directed some other stuff too. And that's because he's earned it. Like all his movies are hits, every last one of them, even the independent ones.
Yeah. And Fruitvale Station, that was Michael B. Jordan in there too. That was a minute ago, but that was actually a great movie. I never even heard about
I had heard about Oscar Grant. Yeah, I had heard about that. When I first heard about that, I was like, why does this story sound so familiar? And then I saw they brought the name Oscar Grant. And I was like, this name sounds so familiar. So I started to research, and I was like, oh, it's that story. And I remember seeing the video of him being shot at the train station, and I was like, it's that story. I was like, oh, this is going to be good, but it's going to be so sad. And that's exactly what it was. And that movie had a lot of support. That movie had a lot of, I would say, big celebrity support. A lot of celebrities heavily endorsed that movie when it came out. I remember.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I mean, it's a sad story, but like that shit, like activism when it comes to, that was actually the, I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to be disrespectful, but that was actually the George Floyd before George Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Because it was way quicker. The dude, he had his knee on his back. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, he has the weapon, and you already know what happened. So yeah, so that was actually a sad event. But Ryan Coogler and Michael B. Jordan, they've been doing their thing together. I'll give it to them. Black Panther, all this other stuff, man, they've been a part of.
Yeah,
have to give them the kudos. I mean, even Key Peele, when he did Get Out, it was way cheaper than this film, and it was so successful. But this film had no,
and it didn't take long to film either with Get Out. Like I think they said it took about like 3 weeks. I think they shot it like in 3 weeks, and you would never know. You would never know considering how the film came out. Like they was working.
That means the writing and direction had to be on point. God damn, 3 weeks?
Yeah, like about 3 weeks, about 3 to 4 weeks.
Shout out to him, man. Hey, that's what you can do, man. When you really motivated and you're not just giving money and you're not just giving it a point. I think this guy was...
And turned a major profit, too, because when I was looking at the numbers and when it was done, the movie, by the time it got taken out of the theaters, had made well over $200 million, almost $300 million.
That movie was on point.
Like once it was all said and done. It really was. It sparked a lot of conversations we had. And that's what people loved about it, is because it was something fresh. It was an interesting take on a horror film, but it had a social commentary behind it that had you, to this day, people are still talking about that damn sunken place. This day, people are still talking about the sunken place.
Bruh, I mean, the film, it sticks with you. It's one of those films that actually stick with you, that you can memorize and you want to watch it over and over again. Because I actually watched that film like 5 times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I went to go see it maybe 2 times when it was in the theaters, and it was very interesting to see how, with 2 different audiences, to see what the reactions were, and it was exactly as I expected it to be. Like, I went into that movie only seeing one trailer, not knowing what it was about. I said, I don't want to look up a synopsis. I don't want to know who the characters are. I went in there with like a fresh pair of eyes, and I walked out of there just completely blown away. And, they had invited Jordan Peele to several college campuses for him to speak at. Like, it was a big deal. Like, that movie was a huge deal. And the fact that they had released it in Black History Month was also interesting. And it was a risk, because typically a lot of movies that release in that time, they don't do well. But that movie did phenomenal. They did the same thing with Black Panther. When that came out, that movie did phenomenal, more than phenomenal when it came out, as I had expected it to. But yeah, Get Out, that's going to be a movie for the books. That movie's going down in history.
Yeah, Denise is absolutely right. It was excellent. It was phenomenal.
It was phenomenal. Yeah, that was a really good movie.
Yeah, man, you got to give him kudos. But no, happy birthday, man. I just jumped up here to say what's up to you, man. I've been, in and out. But you've been doing pretty good, man. I was checking out your We Fought Back series, man. I'm really enjoying it, man.
Oh, shoot. Y'all, listen. Wait till y'all see the episode coming up this week. Like I said, this is the episode that everybody, I think, has been waiting for ever since I had announced I was doing this as a series. So I'm gonna just leave it right there. We're not gonna try to guess what it is. Y'all will see it on Wednesday.
Okay, I'm only 4 episodes. I was looking at your playlist, and I'm only 4 episodes in. So I'm still catching up.
Yeah, because we about to be on episode 17.
God dang, man! What the? Okay, shit.
Yeah,
bro. Right. Because man, I've been I haven't been watching this like I usually watch, but I'm gonna catch up, man. But no, keep up the good work, bro, man. You put out a video recently. I can't even remember which video it was, man. But I was so like into it, man. Oh, damn, what was it? It was so freaking good, man. I commented on it, man.
Was it this week?
It was last week, I believe. What this week?
Yeah, I'm about to say it couldn't have been last week.
Yeah, but it depends on how you count the week. Because some people count the week starting at Monday, some people count it starting at Sunday. You know, I can't remember.
The reason I said it couldn't be last week because I was on vacation last week.
It had something to do with a Asian guy, man. But the casino, man, that casino one, man.
Yeah.
We was talking about that at work, man.
Yeah, that was 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that video I had posted up right before I went on my trip. Yeah, the man,
okay,
the Asian
okay.
Man with the casino. Yeah,
I've been catching up on your content, man.
Yeah, he was running one hell of a scheme.
Bruh, I gotta get. I would give him. I said in your comments too. I gave him his kudos, man, because like somebody like me, man. I know how you felt about that. Somebody like me, I'm looking like, hey, he's counting cards, man. You know what? Screw the house, man. You guys always freaking cheating people anyway.
You know what's so crazy? I have another story involving that I recorded recently involving 2 Asians in a scheme that they pulled. Well, you'll see it, but they pulled a scheme that was even greater than his, but it didn't deal with casinos though.
Okay, shit. I'm looking forward to that, man. Okay. All right, man. Peace out, man. I'm gonna catch KG later on than watching that dumpster fire film. So
okay, have fun with that. Shout out to Jay the Informant for coming up. And Janessa, you said you haven't seen the movie yet. I'm assuming you're talking about Get Out. I highly suggest that you watch that movie as soon as possible. You may have to rewatch it a couple of times because sometimes I know for a lot of people who watched it, they had to watch it more than once to really understand what it was they were watching the first time, because the first time it kind of hits you over the head because you don't know what's happening. But then when you watch it again the second time, you pretty much already seen the movie. Now you're looking at it through a much more different lens. But okay, everybody, I'm actually about to shut this down. We was on here for about an hour and a half. That's actually the amount of time that I wanted to spend on here anyway. But you know how they say time flies when you're having fun. And that's exactly what we did this evening. Shout out to everybody that came up and, said what they had to say. We had some conversations and, wish me happy birthday and all of that good stuff, especially since, again, I don't usually typically go live on my birthday. But I'm glad that everybody did come through and lend their voice. But also let me go ahead and acknowledge the people that also contributed and became members. Shout out to Karen for becoming a member, DSB for being a member for 15 months, Caracalla Severus for becoming a member, Jerry Bedford for the 50, DeMarcus gave the 5, SD Johnson, The Geek Surgeon, August Dreams, Val Williams, Denise Scales, Carla, Trini Girl to the Bone, DSB, Cyberdown 100 also hit up the Cash App as well. Shout out to those who contributed. I think I got like 5 Cash App. Shout out to y'all. And DSB, I'm glad that each and every one of you came through today. Tomorrow will be True Crime Sundays. I'm going to put the live window up for True Crime Sundays tomorrow. That'll be at 12 p.m. as usual, like we usually do. That'll be the only commentary that, of course, y'all will be getting from me tomorrow. The poll for the week, the videos coming up this week will be posted at 8 a.m. Eastern time and will run until 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure y'all contribute to that as well. And I'm telling you right now, that's going to be a very difficult poll to vote in. It's like I made this poll so difficult for y'all. It's going to be y'all going to wish that y'all could vote more than once. I promise you that. Y'all going to be looking like, damn, Torian, why did you have to make this so difficult? Hey, it is what it is. But shout out again to everybody that came through. I'm very blessed to still be here 35 years in. Hopefully I'm here for another 35. Y'all enjoy the rest of your evening. Be safe, be one, and I'm going to talk to you all tomorrow.